What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Ike back with another video. So today I'm gonna teach you guys why small wins matter. So before I jump into the video, I want each and every person to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. You know, my content's manufacturing improvement. So I'm gonna always teach you guys tips and tricks to become the best version of yourself. So without further ado, let's jump right into the video. So the first thing is that you want to build momentum. So guys, listen, to become the best version of yourself, you got to understand that you must adapt delayed gratification. You know, it's not going to work overnight. It will never work overnight. So doing little things matter. You know, like one of my favorite quotes is that small victories add up to big results. So every day, do something. Guys, I know it's some people might say, I'm too busy, I don't have enough time. That's BS. You have enough time, you're just lazy to do it, you know? Or you want to avoid the pain, you know? Guys, if you want to become better every single day, you can't avoid the pain. You have to sacrifice. You have to get outside of your comfort zone. That's going to make you become better. So, you know, a lot of people, you know, they talk the talk, but they don't walk the walk. And that's the biggest thing you could do to yourself. Like, listen, I know it's gonna be painful. You know, you don't want to do. You feel like you're too fatigued, but you do it anyways. You know, so always find something. Always find, always find something better to do every single day. That's gonna get you to the next level. That's gonna get you to the basically it's gonna get you 1% a day, you know. So build momentum, keep going. Number two, staying in your lane. Now guys, listen, it's very easy to worry about the next man. That's the easiest thing any guy can do. But in reality, worry about yourself. Because number one, you never know what somebody's going through. So many people are so quick to compare their lives to the next man, but you don't know what that man is going through. Oh, because you saw his social media, he's lit. Like, yo, listen, a lot of people suffer in silence. A lot of people suffer behind closed doors. So you never want to compare yourself to the next guy. Stay in your lane, do what you got to do every single day, and you'll be okay, right? I tell people all the time, write down your goals. Write down your short-term goals, long-term goals. Write down things you want to accomplish because when you see it, it gives you more motivation to keep on going. And that brings me to number three. It builds up motivation. Guys, let me tell you something. There's nothing that's more thrilling than becoming motivated, right? Whether it's through a creator on social media, your family member, your friend, there's always something that gives you motivation to keep on going, right? So, you know, there's a famous saying, Rome was not built in a day, you know? So what that means is that you should always be motivated to go to the next level. You should always be motivated to become the best version of yourself, you know? And once again, it's not gonna happen overnight. So, but that brings me to delayed gratification, you know? So like, you know, so many people, they talk, you know, for example, right? I know my one friend, right? He's always talking about how he's going to do this, he's going to do that, but he never gets to it, you know? And his excuse is, oh, I just get so tired from work. I'm always busy. Listen, man, that's like, if anything, going to work should give you motivation to get out of the job and really chase your dreams, you know? Because, you know, my friends always complain about work be this, work be that, you know? So if you don't have motivation, you're not going to get to the next level. That's just, you know, like, I look at motivation like gas for a car. If you don't have any gas in a car, there's no way you're going to drive, right? So that's how I look at it with life. If you don't have any motivation, you're not going to want to drive and grind and grit and go through pain and all that stuff to get to the next level. So motivation is definitely a factor to get to the next level. So, try to find your purpose, and just keep going. And number 4, right? You have to be patient. You got to be patient. Once again, I'm going to keep saying this word, delayed gratification, right? As long as you do something good every single day, that's all that matters. Slow motion is always better than no motion. I'm going to say it one more time. Slow motion is always better than no motion. So if you understand that it takes time to get better. See, there's no shortcuts in life. I don't care what anybody says. There's no shortcuts in life. You have to work hard for the things you want. Now, granted, some people do get lucky in life. I'm not going to deny that. But when it's all said and done, you have to work hard. Nothing in, like, the truth about life is that nobody's going to give it to you. Nobody's going to give it to you. You got to go get it yourself. And when I see all these, businessmen and entrepreneurs and content creators, nobody gave them that platform. That's to build it. They built it from scratch. So, like it's a saying, God helps those who help themselves, right? So if you're a couch potato and you're praying for God to give you success, it's not going to work. You got to get up and go through the pain and grind to get what you want, right? So obviously it takes patience, right? Patience. Now with me, that's something I'm working on. Like, I know it takes time, but sometimes, I might be in doubt with my goals, which is bad anyways, but I'm still human. I'm still learning. One thing about me, I'm always being a student of the game. I'm always learning. So sometimes I might feel like, oh, this project's taking too long, blah, blah, blah. But, I got to understand that, it takes time to grow. It takes time to become successful. And it takes time to build something. Once again, it's not going to happen overnight. So that's something I'm working on currently, but it's getting better. But I'll be lying to you if I told you that from the gate, I just wasn't like patient. Like, nah, like, I'm still human too. As I'm teaching you guys stuff, I'm learning as well. And last but not least, while you must build small wins, you're gonna win at the end, right? You're gonna win at the end. You know what I'm saying? Every person who grinds hard, who stays focused, who's consistent, stays in their lanes, they always wind up winning at the end. I've seen it a million times. So why can't it be you? Right? You're not worried about that person. You're worried about yourself. You know what I'm saying? You understand that it takes delayed gratification to get far. So you're patient. You understand that small victories add up to big results. You understand that it takes motivation to get to the next level, right? So, for the success formula, quote unquote, if you understand all these things, how can you not become successful? like for real, ask yourself, if you understand all these things, how can you not become successful? It's literally impossible, right? It's literally impossible. So all these things will just help you grow. And granted, like I said before, it's going to be painful because you're getting outside your comfort zone. The moment, if your progress hurts, you're doing it the right way. I'm going to say it one more time. If your progress hurts, you're doing it the right way. And that's that, guys. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, share the video. Also, I have a mentorship. So it's pinned in the comments. Check it out. If you want to talk to me one-on-one, book a call. It's also pinned in the comments. Check that out too. And yeah, man. See you next video. Peace.